Hello everyone. In continuation of the chapter factorization, today we will learn the another method to find the factor, that is factorization using identities. Identities that we will use will be a plus b whole square, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Next identity that we will use to find the factor is a minus b whole square. It will be a square plus b square minus 2ab. And the last identity that we will use, it will be a square minus b square. That we can write like a plus b and a minus b. So all these identities we will use to find the factor. Let's see some example how we will use these identities. First example, we have x square plus 8x plus 16. Now we will see which identity we will use. If we see, there are two terms in this third identity. But in our question we are using three terms. So it cannot be a square minus b square. Next identity we have a square plus b square plus 2ab and a square plus b square minus 2ab. As all the signs are plus here, so we will use the identity a plus b whole square. So here a will be x and b will be 4. Now if we see, it will become like a square is equal to x square. B square will be 4 square. 4 square is 16. Then we have 2ab. It will be 2 times x times 4. That will give us 8x only. So it is in the form a plus b whole square. So we can replace a with x and b with 4. We can write it as x plus 4 whole square. So the required factorization of this expression is x plus 4 whole square. Let's take another example. Here we have 4y square minus 12y plus 9. Clearly, here we have negative sign. So we will use the identity a minus b whole square. So how can we write it? If we replace a is equal to 4y and b will be 3. So, a will be 2y, not 4y. So, a square will be 2y square, 2y whole square. That will give us 4y square. And b square will be 3 square. That will give us 9. And next we have 2ab. 2ab. 2 times 2y times 3. So, it will give us 12. 1. So this is in the form a minus b whole square. We should have as a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. We can see over here also that is a minus b whole square we are using. So a minus b, now we can replace it. So we will have 2y minus 3 whole square. So this is a required factorization of the expression. Next question we have p square q square minus 6pqr plus 9r square. So clearly here we are using the identity a minus b whole square. Now we will see how we will replace a and b with the given expression. Now a will be pq, right, and b will be 3r. Now if we say a square is equal to pq whole square, that will give us p square q square. That is the required first term. Next we have b square. B square will be 3r whole square. That will be 9r square. Next we should have 2ab. 2ab will be 2 times pq times 3r. That will give us 3 times 2 is 6, 6pqr. So we got our required expression. Now we can replace it. So we will get pq minus 3r whole square as a required factorization of given expression. Next question we have z square plus z plus 1 by 4. So here also we will use the identity a plus b whole square. In this, a will be z and b will be 1 by 2. So here a square will be z square and b square will be 1 by 2 whole square, that is 1 by 4. And 2ab, next we have, so 2 times z times 1 by 2. It will give us z only. So we got all required term in the given expression. So we can replace it with a plus b whole square, that is z plus 1 by 2 whole square is a required factorization. Next question we have 125 x square minus 45 y square. So clearly here we have only two terms. So these are in the term a square minus b square. So we will use the identity a square minus b square. It will be equal to a plus b and a minus b. So we will use this identity in this. A will be 5. Here, in this question, we can see 125 and 45 are not the perfect square of any number. But here we can see we can take some common factor between 125 and 45, that is 5. So we can take write it like 5 common outside, and here we can write it as 5x whole square minus 3y whole square. As we can see over here, we replace the value of a and b. So these two terms we can write it like 5x minus 3y and 5x plus 3y. And this 5 will be in multiplication with both these terms. Next question we have x raised to the power 8 minus 1. So clearly in this we can use the identity a square minus b square. But here we have x raised to the power 8. So we have to change it in the square form. So as we know, raised to the power anything we will multiply. Like 4, if we like power to the power, then these power will be multiplied. So it will give us finally x raised to the power 8. It means its numerical value doesn't change. And we can write it as 1 square. So it is in the form a square minus b square. Here a is equal to x raised to the power 4 and b is equal to 1. So we can write it like a minus b and a plus b. So we will replace the value of a and b. Here we will get x raised to the power 4 minus 1 and x raised to the power 4 plus 1. Further, to this also we can write it like x square raised to the power 2 minus 1. And here it will be x raised to the power 4 plus 1. Again, it is using the formula a square minus b square. How can we write it as x square minus 1, x square plus 1. And here we have x raised to the power 4 plus 1. Now, x square minus 1, how can we write it like x plus 1, x minus 1. And x square plus 1 and x raised to the power 4 plus 1. So this is the way how we is using the identity a square minus b square in this expression 3 times. Next question we have 49 a minus b whole square minus 25 a plus b whole square. So we will see how we will solve it. So here we can write it as 7 a minus b whole square, as it will give us, if this square is 49, a minus b whole square. So we put it in one bracket. And to this we can write it as 5 a plus b whole square. It is the same thing. Now Here we can use the formula a square minus b square, where our a is 7a minus b and our b is equal to 5a plus b. Now we will write it as a plus b and a minus b. 7a minus b minus 5a plus b. This is a minus b. And again we will write a plus b, 7a minus b plus 5a plus b. Now what we will do, we will open the brackets. We will get 7a minus 7b minus 5a minus 5b, as here we have negative. So we will get negative 5a and negative 5b. And we will open this bracket also. We will get 7a minus 7b plus 5a plus 5b. Now we will collect the like terms. So here we will get 2a minus, here both are negative terms, 7 and 5. So we will get minus 12b. Here we will get 12a minus 2b. So this is our required factorization of the given expression. Next question we have 9z square minus x square plus 4xy minus 4y square. Now you can wonder which identity we will use over here, because this is not the like a square minus b square. There should be 2 terms, and for a plus b whole square there should be 3 terms. But here we have 4 terms. So we will change it into some identity we can use. So here what we can do, we can write it like 9z square. If I take minus is common among these, and inside the bracket if I write like x square minus 4xy plus 4y square, right? If inside the bracket we will see, it will become x minus 2y whole square, as it will give us x square plus 4y square minus 4xy, right? And this is 9z square is whole square of 3z whole square minus, and we can write it like x minus 2y whole square. Now clearly we can see this is a square minus b square. So how can we write it as 3z minus x minus 2y. This is a minus b, and again we have a plus b, 3z plus x minus 2y. So everyone, we can open the brackets, like we will get 3z minus x plus 2y, and here we will get 3z plus x minus 2y. So this is a required factorization of the given expression. One more example based on the previous concept. Here we have 16 minus a raised to the power 6 plus 4a cube b cube minus 4b raised to the power 6. So here what we can write, 16 minus, if I take minus as a common, so inside we will get a raised to the power 6. Here the sign will get changed. Here we will get minus 4a cube b cube and plus 4b cube. 4b raised to the power 6, sorry. So clearly if we see here, a is equal to a raised to the power 3. A square will give us a raised to the power 6. B is equal to 2b cube, and b square will give us 4b raised to the power 6. And if we take 2ab, it will give us twice. A is a cube and b is 2b cube. So what we will get? 4a cube b cube. So here if we see, we get all the terms that is inside the bracket. So it means what we can identify here, we are using the identity a minus b whole square, where a is a cube and b is 2b cube. So we can write it like, here 16 is 4 square minus a cube minus 2b cube whole square. Now it becomes a square minus b square. We will use that identity. So how can we write it? Like a square, a plus b and a minus b. A plus a cube minus 2b cube. We can write it like, and a minus b, we can write it 4 minus a cube minus 2b cube. Now we can open the inside bracket, so we will write it like a 4 plus a cube minus 2b cube in one bracket, and in the another we have 4 minus a cube plus 2b cube. This is the required factorization of the given expression. So in today's lesson, we cover how to find out the factor by using the different identities. So friends, if you like my videos, don't forget to like and share. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you for watching my videos.